All right, everybody, you can see the fat bike behind me there, and I've just been coming up hills for about 2 miles, mile and a half. All it is blinking hills. But what I've done to the e-bike is I've changed the front sprocket cog. I'll just spin the camera on. So I've changed the front sprocket here. Let me move out of the way there. So I've changed the front sprocket to a 40 tooth sprocket, and instead of a 46 tooth sprocket. The only problem is the 46 tooth sprocket was more of a offset, so it came here. So I don't know if you can see, if it shows up on the camera, the angle of the chain is a little bit too skew-iff, but it works. So when I got in the big cog there and this cog here, I can get up big massive hills. And I don't know if the camera shows if it's a big massive hill or not, but let me tell you, coming up there is a big massive hill, and the motor got a little bit warm, but not too bad, because obviously with motors, electric motors, especially this Bafang here, you don't want it spinning slowly and having 1500 watts going through it and the motor's struggling and spinning slowly, because you build up heat. And what happens then? You end up with a melty controller. So nobody wants a melty controller, but as you can see behind me, beautiful views. It's 20 degrees Celsius today, and I thought I'm going to go on an epic journey. Now, up the top of there, up that way there, I get up to the top of a place called Penrose Mountain in Caerphilly, because Caerphilly is down that way, down there somewhere. Caerphilly's down there. And when you get to the top up there, it's a bit close. When you get to the top up there, when you get up there, it flattens out, and there's a road going all the way across to Nelson. But about halfway through, the road turns from sort of gravelly to like stones, and it gets a bit tricky. So I'm hoping that this fat bike does the job. So let's carry on with my epic-ish journey. Hoi! Right, okay then, I've been pedalling up this pedalling up this hill, or pedaling and throttling up this hill for ages. But I can see flat land above me. So here we go across the cattle grid, and we should get to the actual top of the mountain now. So, oh, that's a relief. It's almost flat. When I get up by here now, let's turn that down a bit there, because it's a bit bumpy by here, so I have to go a bit slower. But I'm up the top of the mountain now, so it'll be nice and flat by here. And if I look over, I'll pull up by here now. I'll stop by here in a nice place by here, so we can have a look at what's going on. And let's turn that off by there to 0 so I don't go flying. And you can see, look, I'm right at the top of the mountain now. You can see all the way across there, all the way around there, all the way around there, all the way down there. Some wind turbines down there. And you can see this path now. I'm not quite sure how long this path goes on for, but it's quite a while. This behind me is Penrose, and then further down there is Caerphilly. Over that way is Nelson. So this is sort of, this road by here is quite nice. I say quite nice, still a bit bumpy. When I get about halfway, it's going to turn a bit terrible. It's going to be rocks, bumps, so I'm going to have to slow down. But I want to see if this fat bike falls apart or if it can handle all these lumps and bumps. But anyway, I don't know if you can see there, look, in the distance. I don't know if it's showing up on the camera, but there's an old farmhouse there, right in the middle of nowhere. It's even, the road is eroded away, and that's been abandoned for quite a long time. It's a shame really, isn't it? I wouldn't mind living there, not like it is now, but it'd be quite nice to live out there by yourself, wouldn't it, in the countryside. But anyway, so I'm going to head that way, and I'll catch up with you in a minute when the road gets a bit more peculiar. Well, there's a funny thing. This big mound by here has been done by a farmer, I assume, but this is supposed to be common land. And look at all the bricks have been dumped. That's been mounded up there, so I don't know what's going on. I don't know how that's ended up there. Look, there's loads of bricks down there. So how has that got there? When this is common land, it's not supposed to be messed about with, is it? So, look, it's like as if the farmer's been getting bricks from somewhere and just dumped, like it's been used as a dumping area. I mean, that's a lot of rubble there, that is. Another couple of mounds over there, but I don't know exactly what it is. Something's gone on by here as well. Somebody's been burning stuff, look. Burning rubbish. So it's not very good, is it? Who's been up to no good? That's terrible, that's awful, that is. Who's ever done that? But this area is supposed to be common land, and I'm more than positive, because when you come in, the sign's on the floor, but it does say common land. Oh, we got a motorcyclist coming past you, and it does say on the sign, no motor vehicles. Well, is mine a motor vehicle? It probably is, isn't it? But anyway, he's coming past, and he shouldn't really be on this road. But never mind. I'm not gonna say anything. But all right. Looks like he's having fun. He's not doing any harm, is he? Just having a look around, having a bit of a mooch. But anyway, let's crack on and see how this road progresses. So here we go, this is where the road starts getting a bit awful. It's all brick and whatnot. It's not the best. Oh, it's like, it's quite jarring when you're riding it, because I've only got front suspension, and that's a bit rubbish as well. So you can see this is where the road gets much worse now. But if I had any fillings, they'll all be gone by the time I finish. Oh. But I tell you, these fat tyres aren't doing the job. They are making it a little bit easier, but like I said, all my fillings are flying out. Oh my god. Now, if you look back in my other videos, oh, let's go up on this grass a minute, have a bit of comfort. Oh, that's better. If you look back at my other videos, I did do this journey on like a vapor build, it was called, and that bike cost about £3,000. Now, that bike was better at going up hills, but it wasn't very good at going over rock like that. And I think I remember when I came up here last time, which was a couple of years ago, I think, I tried to avoid the bricks as much as possible, but I'm going to have to go back onto them now. But, oh, let's stop by here and just have a look at this. Can you see that over there? That's all coal, that is. That's all old coal being piled up. I don't know why they decided that was a nice place to chuck everything. A massive blot on the landscape. It's not very nice, is it? But you see, it goes all the way across there, like across here. There's another mound there as well. So I don't know exactly how that ended up there. But you can see it's very dark, it's black, it's very coal-like. It's like as if it's the sort of, when they dig up the coal, I might be wrong, but when they dig up the coal, they get lumps of coal, and they get little sort of ashy bits as well. And I think that looks like it's just been piled up there for some reason. Anyway, I think I can see signs over there saying, do not come near this horrible coal thing. But anyway, let's carry on this old dirt track. And I don't know, I think that's lead water through, isn't it, there? Or something. Let's get running water there. But anyway, you can see I've come from that way all the way over there, so if you can see. But I'm going to call this an epic journey-ish. I don't know if you can see in the distance, that guy's got off his motorbike and he's having a bit of a chill out, having a bit of a rest, enjoying the view, because it's a beautiful day today. It's actually bank holiday. It's the second bank holiday for the Queen's Jubilee in the UK. So, and like I think I said earlier, it's 20 degrees today, which isn't too bad for cycling and whatnot. Anyway, let's crack on. Just thought I'd stop by here and give you a sort of, you get these type of things now and again where the water builds up in the track, and you can see motorbikes and whatnot have been going this way. And if I turn around by here, you can get some sort of a better view of what I was talking about. Look, where there's them mounds there, look, and there's some diggers down there, and there's, I don't know what's going on up there, but there's couple of things up there. So I don't really know what it is. I should know what it is. I'll have to look it up. But I don't know if you can see in the distance, there's a wind turbine over there, and then just to the left of it, it's a big pile of solar panels. And then there's more wind turbines along there, some down there, and I'm heading to a wind turbine just down by there. So when I get to the wind turbine, I'll charge up. I'll plug it in. I'll plug my bike into the wind turbine. I get some extra electrons. But anyway, so you can see the path isn't too bad by here now. It's a bit dirty, but I can't get through that water, so I'm going over these bits anyway. Anyway, I'm waffling on. Just thought I'd give you a bit more of a better view. I'll come a bit further, and there we are. Look, lovely view, isn't it? Lovely view. South Wales, all the valleys, lovely views they are. On a nice day. On a terrible day, not so good. Anyway, let's crack on. Hello, how's it going? What have you been up to today then? Eating grass, is it? Oh. Don't want to stop for a chat, do you? Okay then, I'll let you go then. Okay. Toodaloo cows. There we are, so on my way towards, I don't know if you can see that wind turbine just in the distance there. When I get to that wind turbine there, that's when I get back onto sort of civilised road. I don't know where that big tower is there, but oh look, we've got another big mud patch here. How do we navigate this one then? I don't want to go into that, do I? So I'll have to get off the bike again and go around this way. But you come across these things all the time by here. Anyway, oh, let's get around this way and get going. There, look, there. I don't know if you can see there. It's turned to the side of the wind turbine. That's where I'm heading. Whew! I made it to the wind turbine. There. There. Oh, is that the point to where it is? There, that's where the wind turbine is. I made it there, and there's the bike by there. There we go. I'll have a guess what? Nothing fell off. Nothing fell apart. It made it. So I've come across all this dirt track and the old cheap as chips fat bike, full of rust, by the way. If you've seen my other videos, the bike's full of rust. It was brand new, full of rust. But like I said, I made this journey a couple of years ago. I can't remember. It's on my channel somewhere, where I did this journey on another bike, which was more expensive, and it had suspension on the back as well, which I wish I had this time, because, oh, my back, my teeth, everything's hurting now. Because even though it's a fat bike, there's no suspension at all in it, so it's not the most comfortable thing in the world. But anyway, that road there, that leads now, I can either go that way to the right towards Nelson, or I can go that way over there, and that'll take me to Singennydd, then Abertrwll, then Caerphilly. And I'm going to go that way to Singennydd, Abertrwll, then Caerphilly. And when I go past Singennydd and Abertrwll, I come to Penrowell, so I go right back around in a loop. But that's the main road. So, but anyway, this road here, years and years ago, must have been used by people years and years ago. Probably was a right of way, and people used it. But now it's just a dirt track, and people come across it now and again, have a walk and what have you. But anyway, so like I said, I made it to the wind turbine. There was no plug to plug it in. It'd probably blow my bike up. But anyway, so now I'm gonna continue my journey. I still got quite a bit of mountain road to go yet until I get to what we would call normal civilization. So I'm gonna jump back on a bike and let's get on down to the rest of the mountain and towards Singennydd. Okay, here we are then. I'm making my way back down the mountain. I'm going back down the mountain, going back down the mountain. So, like I said, this bike hasn't fallen apart, and I've given it some abuse. I've done quite a bit of sort of soft off-roading on this bike, and it stood up to the test of time so far. I've only done about 300 miles altogether on this bike, but... Oh, there's a car coming, so I better pull over. Don't want to get knocked over, do I? So, yeah, we got another car coming as well, and a car coming in front of me. But, I'll just wait there for this car to come past, I think, is it? Wait for this car to come past. And it's quite nice living by here, isn't it? But, okay. Be quite nice to live by here, wouldn't it? But he's doing a bit of digging. So, like I said, I've done quite a few miles on this bike, and other than the rust and the wibbly tyre, wibbly wobbly tyre, is stood up to the test of time. And also the Bafang motor seems to be doing pretty well. If you go up, like the hill I came up that mountain just now is almost 2 miles of hill, and it did get a little bit warmer. I did stop halfway up because it was getting a bit warmer. I don't want to get hot, if you know what I mean. So, and the battery's pretty good as well, so it's all standing up to the test of time. Okay, cheers. But like I said, we're coming back down into the valleys now, up from the mountain. It might be a bit windy because I feel the wind speed picking up. But we're coming down now into a place called Singenedd. Used to be must have been a train track run across the top of there. Look, is the old Singenedd pits were up this way. We had the Singenedd pits and the Abertrudo pits. But all the bridges got knocked down and the railways got taken away when the pits closed. Because this is Singenedd and Abertrudo are a mining village for coal. And I think, I'm not sure when Singenedd pit closed, but Abertrudo pit closed, or the Windsor Colliery it was called, closed in the 80s maybe, I think. Late 70s, 80s, I'm not quite sure. But here we are, look, we've come to civilization. Well, they call it civilization. It's Singenedd. But anyway, I think I'll pull into, there's a memorial park by here now. I don't know if there's quite a few people here, so I don't know if I'll pull in there and they might be paying their respects, or just have a look. But by here is a memorial park for the people who died in the pit. I'll pull in here and have a look now. Right, so there we go, folks. I think that'll end my epic-ish journey for the day today. I enjoyed myself, and I hope you enjoy this video. It might be long and boring, but there we are. Anyway, so if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe, give it a like, click the notification bell, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.